Hey folks, Free Play Frank. Well, this week I'm going to show you how to replace the main drive belt on an 853 Bobcat skid loader. And I've also got a motor pull job that I did that was particularly difficult that you'll like. A few other things as well. However, this wasn't the video that I was going to run this week. But unfortunately, when I turned on the news this morning, I found out that Miles Goodwin, a lead singer and guitarist for Aprilwine, has passed away. So I'm going to do a tribute to him tonight, and I'm going to sing "Tonight is a Wonderful Time to Fall in Love." So stick around, guys. It's going to be a good show this week. Alright, this was my 1993 Bobcat 853. And what we're going to be doing on this is we're going to be replacing the main drive belt, because I've had this machine for a long time and I replaced it about 7-8 years ago, something like that. It wore out, the original belt wore out. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing the belt, and it's going to be really difficult to film this part because of where the belt's located. And basically what you got is you got the back of the engine, and then in front of the engine, farther up in there, is the main hydraulic pump. And you can see there's a bolt sticking up right in front of my fingers there. There's a stud with a nut at the bottom there. That is attached to the belt adjuster, and then there's a nut underneath this housing here holding the other side of that to lock that in place. And then there's also another bolt down underneath that you've got to reach. You've got to get your hand down into here with a wrench and hold it from the back. It's down at the bottom of this bell housing thing here. And then you can get in from this side with a ratchet with a short socket. They're 9/16. And then you can loosen it. And you don't have to take the bottom one out. You don't have to take these out. You just have to loosen them. And you loosen the bottom one, and then you loosen these two top ones, and you have to unthread the nut far enough so that the tensioner will drop down enough to get the new belt on. And it's a 3-shiv belt. You can see there's 3 grooves in the pulley. And another thing you have to do first is this plate here. This holds the coolant overflow tank. So you have to pull that out. You can see how it has these on the side of the tank here. It's molded so that it fits around that bracket and it doesn't move. And unfortunately on mine, the hose is long enough so I can get this up out of the way and bungee cord it out of the way. So I got a bungee cord in this hole here, and I got my bungee cord up in that there. And that holds that up out of the way, and you don't need to drain your coolant as long as that hose is long enough that you can get in there and bungee. You could bungee it over this way somehow too if it's not long enough, but you gotta have enough room to get in here. So that's the toughest part. I've done this already, and as the belt wears, you have to adjust the tensioner, because when you're running it, when the belt starts to wear, you'll hear it make like a screech, 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 screech sound when you go to scoop into a pile, or when you're loading the hydraulic system heavy. And then you got to adjust that tensioner to put more tension on your belt, because you don't want to let it run when it's slipping, because that'll wear the belt out prematurely. And the way you know when it's slipping is you'll see the little particles of rubber will peel off of it, and they'll get all up in here. It'll be all on everything down in here and stuff. You can see this is probably from an old belt that was on here years ago that wore out, because I had this machine on job sites. I had other operators on it, and they didn't all know that was what you were supposed to do. But anyways, I want to make this video for you guys because this seems like a big problem. Like, basically your machine will just quit working. The engine will run, but you won't be able to move. None of the functions will work with this belt broken. And if it slips, then it's just not going to work very well. It'll move when it's empty, but as soon as you try to scoop something, you'll hear that chit 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 sound as the belt's slipping, and you're not going to get much work done. You're just going to ruin your belt. So I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm going to film this for you guys so you can see. I'm trying to explain everything so I don't forget anything. and it's, you know, you have to be able to get your hands in there. It's pretty tough. Like, I'm not a small man, but I'm not the biggest man either, so I'm medium size, so I'm able to do it. So if I'm able to do it, and I'm sure you guys will be able to too. And I don't believe it'll help you any to tilt the cab. You know, I've tilted the cab on this a few times and I've looked at it, and I don't really think it's really going to help you that much to tilt the cab. But it is possible to adjust it and to change it without tilting the cab. So can't seem to get it to film in here. Okay, all right, okay, there you can kind of see the grooves here. This is the drive pulley on the back of the motor. You can see that there's 3 grooves, 1, 2, and the other one's farther in. And same on the hydraulic pump pulley. So you gotta make sure you have it in all those grooves. Now what my mechanic recommends to do is to clean the grooves first and then clean off the glaze with some sandpaper if you can, but I mean, good luck getting in there to do that, guys. Maybe on the drive pulley, but I don't think there's any chance you're going to be able to do it on the front pulley. So anyways, I'm going to get to work on this, and after I get it to a certain stage, I'll make another video if I can show any of this to you guys. Otherwise, it's just going to be a video of me explaining what I did if it ran into any problems or anything. Okay, so there's the ratchet. Roughly where the bolt is, it won't stay on the nut and without me holding it, but it's just slightly higher than that. That's where it is. And I also want to point out that your motor turns this way, like the top, like coming this way. It rotates towards the back of the machine with the pulley turning towards the back of the machine. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your belt goes straight across the top pulleys, and to adjust the tension, you want to pull up with your adjuster from below. So you got to get the belt down, up over the adjuster, down around the hydraulic pump pulley, and then you tighten up your nuts to pull the adjuster up. Okay, so I got her on there. And there's the part number for the belt. Pause the video and write that down. And it just barely makes it on there. When you slack off that top nut there, you see the top nut there? See, I've turned it, you have to slack that all the way down until it's got maybe 2 threads holding it, and it'll make it over it. And you gotta reach way in there, make sure that you gotta twist it to get it around the nut that holds the pulley onto the hydraulic pump. Twist it sideways, slip it down behind that, and then get it on that pulley first, and reach your hand in there and make sure that it's in the grooves as best you can, and then up over the tensioner. It'll come up and over and down over the tensioner. And then to get it on this pulley here, you just grab in here. It's like it almost makes it the last 2 or 3 inches won't slip over because it's a new belt. So you grab the pulley here and you just pull on it and turn the motor. Can't quite do it with one hand, but I was turning it, and you can just barely get enough strength to turn the motor because it's a diesel engine. It's hard to turn, but you turn it until it pops on. And then it's a good idea to probably turn it a bunch more times just to make sure that it's set in the grooves properly. And then you can start tightening on this nut up here and pulling up the tension. And you want to get it so that there's enough tension on it so that it's not going to slip. Like, I'm not sure how to describe how to set the tension on it, but the way I always had it was almost as tight as you can move it till you can't twist it at all, hardly. You can twist it maybe 1/3 of the way and move it up and down, maybe like the thickness of the belt or something. But crank it up nice and tight. I don't know whether you can over tighten it or not. You probably can. It's probably not a good idea, but if you get it firmly tight, should be good. And since it's a new belt, you're probably going to have to run it for a while and then recheck the tension, because it's probably going to run in and wear off the manufacturing grooves on the belt or something like that. So anyways, I better get a move on. It's starting to rain here. Great, she's all on there. Got it set at the right tension. See if I can show that to you. Is this gonna show or not? Okay. You can see I can move it up and down maybe about 3/4 of an inch, and I can twist it maybe about 1/4 of the way. And another thing I did was I turned the motor over without starting it, so that it makes a couple revolutions, make sure that it's sitting in the grooves properly. And there's another thing about this tensioner nut at the top here is the bottom lock nut is when you get the belt on, there's a big washer on top of it, so you've got to kind of fight with that to get the washer past that the belt. Another thing I don't like about that design is when your belt gets loose, it flaps against that tensioner and damages the threads, so then you got to fight with the nut to get it off. Fortunately, I had mine out the last time and I re-tapped it. So, but anyways, it's not that difficult of a job to do, guys. Another thing you need to have is you got to have one of these. It's a magnet tool, because you're going to drop your wrench down in there and you're not going to be able to reach it. So I reached down underneath the motor through the oil pan there and pulled it out. It worked perfect. So anyways, carry on. Alright, we've got a 1981 Dodge pickup truck here, belongs to my friend, and he's got it stored on my farm here for a couple of years, and he sold the engine out of it. So person that bought the engine gave me some money to take it out. So as you can see, it's in a pretty tough place. We got this narrow little aisleway here, and the only machine I can get in here is the small IHI excavator. So the plan is I'm going to pull off the front clip, and then we're going to get the engine unbolted. I'll bring that small excavator in here and lift it out. Well, it's getting dark. I got the front clip almost ready to take off. Just got the rad support bolts to. I'm gonna have to get the torch down here to cut them off because I can't turn them. They're rusted and they're solid. And to be careful to drain all the antifreeze and not spill any, because the animals might get it. So back out here again tomorrow in the light. Got the front clip off. Just rolled her off to the side there. And there's one bolt down in here somewhere. Still, I can't figure out what the heck's holding it down there, but we just pushed it over. It's out of the way enough. Cut the front bumper bolts off with a torch. So now we got to unbolt the transmission and cut the exhaust, get all that wiring out of the way, and unbolt the motor mounts, and then I'll bring the little excavator in here. Okay, I got everything disconnected that I can disconnect from the top. So I got this jacked up here, and never ever go underneath a vehicle without a safety stand. Never trust a jack. Can't find anything with creature comforts to lay on, so I'm going to slide under there on that old roofing tin. And we're going to use my favorite tool. One size fits all.
This is Yeti Man, and we're working on another project. Engines coming out of this dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, we're in the darkness now almost, guys. It's maxing out my little time.
So now we're trying to. Frank's balancing it. He's on the machine, trying to get it out. Here it comes. He's got it balanced perfectly. Now he's going to try to get it out and down between the.
Swing it around so I can swing this way.
Gotta go up a little higher if you can. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up wearing it, but that's okay.
He's making it around.
Oh, you look good on me. Better than what I'm wearing now. Okay, now I gotta jockey the machine around here.
Let me go to the front and balance the front then. Okay, he's maneuvering around. Frank's ultimate excavator extraordinaire.
Antifreeze leaking out. I do not like that. Get this stuff up higher. So
it's awful sweet. We don't want the goats sucking on it. So hold on. I'm going by. I'll pull the front around. Okay. Maneuvering here, between a truck. Just got to cut off the antifreeze. It's coming, he's catching it, The ultimate catcher. I even think I might even bath in it later. It looks so good. I don't know about bathing, but when you're the Yeti man, all types of water look good. Let me put it in the cab. Hold on. In it goes. Whoops. In it goes. In the front. Disposes of the antifreeze. All right, here we go. Coming back. We're going to maneuver this machine down this little narrow path to a happy customer. There he goes. He made it by. Good job. Good job. Making it. Swing my way. This way, over this way. You're hitting the.
they get by the gear.
Okay. Okay. Now you can cut away over. There you go. All right. Looking good. Oh, your cab's up against the motorhome. Oh, you're gonna tear the door. Watch the door. Oh. Down the goat's trail we come. Oh, down past one. Oh, all right, looking good. Yeah, we're okay. Squeezing on by. Holy cow, what a try. He's got her, it's out it goes. He's almost free. People, he's almost free. Freewheeling makes it. Free play, Frank. Doing good. He's doing awesome, folks. He's doing awesome. What an operator. It's coming out down now. I just want to take a long shot here.
Sometimes when I pick up food for the animals, they give me all kinds of stuff that animals can't eat, like this wonderful chocolate marble layer cake. And the problem with this cake was it came in a box with a bunch of other sweets, and it doesn't have a lid. So I have this lid here. It was from another cake that I ate a little while ago, and I've been using it to put my peanut shells in. But this cake was too big for this lid to fit. So I had to come up with a very clever way of getting the lid to fit. I ate around the outside of the cake until it was small enough so that the lid would fit over it. So now I can put it in a fridge and it won't dry out.
Red and yellow season changing gear, giving her all that I am, reaching out with love and care. You know she can feel it, oh yeah, she never has to try. Going on forever, oh yeah, knowing that's the reason why. She said tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love, oh yeah. Tonight is is a wonderful time to fall in love. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Let's fall in love. The two of us together, oh yeah, doing things the way we do. And nothing seems to matter, no, no, as long as I can be with you. And you know she can feel it, oh yeah, 'cause that's the way she likes to fly. Going on forever, oh yeah, knowing that's the reason why. She said tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love, oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love, oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Let's fall in love. Love is such a sweet thing, oh yeah. It's easy when you realize these moments are forever, oh yeah. It's magic and it's in her eyes. She said tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love, oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. She said tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love, oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love.